Part B reads, explain three determinants of repo rate. Determinants of repo rate. Now, what is a repo rate? Now, candidates, a repo rate, which is the short of repurchase agreement rate. Repo rate is a short form of the repurchase agreement rate. And it is the interest rate at which commercial banks borrow from the central bank. It is the interest rate at which commercial banks borrow from the central bank. The question is, what are the determinants of repo rate? The first obvious determinant is inflation. Inflation. Now, inflation is a prime factor of repo rate. If inflation is high, the central bank may increase the repo rate in order to dampen economic activity and reduce demand for goods and services, ultimately aiming to bring inflation under control. Number two, economic growth. Now, the repo rate can be a tool to influence economic growth of a country. If the economy is sluggish, the central bank might lower the repo rate to make borrowing cheaper, thereby encouraging businesses and individuals to borrow and invest, which can then stimulate the economy. Economic growth. 3, liquidity. Now, the repo rate can be used to manage the amount of money circulating in the economy. If there is excess liquidity, raising the repo rate might help to mop up some of the extra cash in the economy. Conversely, if there is a shortage of liquidity, lowering the repo rate can incentivize banks to borrow and lend more to the borrowers. There could also be external factors. External factors. These are global economic conditions which can also play a role. For example, if interest rates are rising in major economies, a central bank might decide to raise its repo rate to prevent what we call capital flight. That means money flowing out of the country. That is an external factor. Most countries also have what we call the Monetary Policy Committee. The Monetary Policy Committee can also determine the repo rate. In many countries, including Kenya, candidates, the decision to set the repo rate is made by a committee of experts who weigh various factors and arrive at a decision they believe is best for the economy. So these are 5 determinants of the repo rate. Candidates were to give 3, I've given you 5 determinants. How many marks? These are 6 marks. 6 marks.